Hello everyone, my name is Jane. I hate reading. Freaking Becca whispered, not to the page to see what will come next. Another mini profiler, then another, then another. There was a page for everyone in the group. The notebook covered Matt's love with jokes and robotics. Matt's love filming, making, and creating. They all talk about Frankie's passion for cooking and Maggie knack with animals, and Candy's impressive skills with her digital devices and puzzle solving. Each page had clumsy drawing but accurate cartoon versions of each of them to accompany their profiles. Then another page showed a surprising accuracy dialogue of the treehouse in Becca's house. The clubhouse, the page was labeled. Does the game master know my tree has looked at this? Becca asked uneasily. Does that mean they've seen the inside of it before? Matt imagined the game master sneaking into the clubhouse while they weren't there, looking through all their stuff. And how do they know that we use Becca Treehouse specifically as our clubhouse? Katie wondered. That's some serious spy work going on right there. Maybe we should set up a security camera or something. Matt turned the pages back until he could see his own profile again. He studied the drawing of Ralphie and the notes attached, hoped to find any sort of clue that might reveal what was done to him during the summer school day. Solid design, the notes by Ralphie read, motion controller, high capability battery, consent board, wireless LAN AV transmitter. For the first time, Matt wondered if it was possible that nothing had physically been done to Ralphie, but rather upload through the wireless transmitter. It was explained why he couldn't find anything different. Whenever he went through the trouble of disassembling Ralphie to try to figure out what had happened to him. We should take this notebook with us as evidence, he said. Or do we think it may make the game master more likely to strike back whenever they discover it was missing? It's hard to say, because Frankie said, but I could easily imagine the game master being unhappy after discovering that it was gone. You've got all the pages on film, Becca reminded them. We can look back whenever we want. Let's put it back. Just in case take it back will push the game master to mess with us again. No more games, Becca crowed. I'm tired that my bones hurt. I'm going to sleep like a rock tonight. I can already tell. I need a shower, Kelly said, looking down at her solid clothes. My mom is not going to be happy about all the mud on my shoes. Matt looked down on his own shoes. He felt like he put on an older pair of sneakers this morning instead of the ones Mom had bought him just last month. Oh, same, Maggie bent down to pick up the hamster cage, leaving the one Nacho had been behind. It's going to be dinner time soon. Let's get out of here, team. Yes, everyone said together, making their way toward the exit. Matt waited for Becca as he went to turn the notebook to the hiding place, uh, where they originally found it. But his face uh, re- turned to a frown when he realized she had frozen in place in front of the window, as if she caught sight of something horrifying. Becca said from where he stood near the exit. What is it? The others stopped what they're doing and to look and see he had sounded so serious. The road ladder was still rolling up in Frankie's hands, ready to be dropped down the, the open exit on the floor. Becca didn't move from her spot, her eyes unblinking at the sight of something mounted to one of the tree branches outside the corner of the window, something that they'd almost before. I found another telescope, she said, her voice catching in her throat. And I think it's pointing in the direction of our houses. At least, the very least, it's definitely facing our neighborhood. What? Maggie carefully set the hamster cage down to come and see what she meant. The others following him. Becca leaned out the window of the treehouse and looked through the telescope, scared to see what she might see. Her mouth dropped open when she realized she was looking into the window of the old treehouse. Oh my gosh, she said under her breath. It's the clubhouse. I'm guessing this is how the game master knew how to draw it. At least that night, maybe the game master hadn't actually snuck into the clubhouse at the same point. The idea of the game master in her own yard was scary. Meg got back away from the telescope, careful not to into the, uh, 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 move it from the direction it was pointing so that Kelly could take a look for herself. No way, Kelly said. She peered down. That's seriously freaky. It's like the game master has thought of everything. Becca looked at Matt in shock. All this time, when they'd been meeting up to discuss the game master or whatever else, they or they were being watched from all the way over there, deep in the forest behind Girly Street. Okay, Frankie said a little pale. They look at the telescope with distaste. I don't care how good these gummies are. We need to get out of here. And now I'm officially freaked out all over again. Becca took one last long look through the telescope, pointed her back door as everyone else made their way down the rope ladder. Make you have going to especially slow with the hamster cage, gripping firmly under one arm. Maggie imagined she was seeing the clubhouse through the eyes of the game master, watching the group every move, plotting and planning and gathering details to use against them. She made a note to cover a big window that the telescope could be easily see through as soon as she got home. After making sure the notebook was wedged properly back into its hiding place, she made her way down the rope ladder again, going as quickly as she could manage, without slipping off. The group waited for her at the bottom, with Matt on a scooter, and he had retrieved from its spot near the mailbox. When she finally hopped down into the ground, she turned toward the old creepy house one last look before she left and never came back. The window of the attic seemed to mock her. The and strict reminder of what they all been through. She thought of the stale air inside the house, the giant red stains on the floor, the horrifying corner of the basement that was crawling and spurting with an endless amount of bugs and spiders. She wondered how long it would take for all the water on the floor of the mudroom to evaporate, and if the red writing on the mirror would eventually melt away. Almost of all, she wondered if the Maplip story of the ghost living inside had been true. Suddenly, something moved across the porch, catch her eye. Becca gasped and pointed, causing Tim to turn and look. There, standing in the front door house, was a dark figure that cast a shadow over the porch. It moved again. There was someone standing in the house watching them. The game master, Kelly shrieked at the exact time Frankie bellowed, Ghost! Becca screamed and bolted from the house, the others following suit. Matt in front of his scooter, Maggie trailing in the back as he held tightly to Elephant's cage. The friends ran and ran all the way through the forest, not stopping even after the house was out of sight. It only slowing when they broke out of the tree line onto the main street. Who was that? Danny cried. walking backwards to film the forest as they move away, just in case there was anyone following them. What was that? I don't know, but I'm never going back to that house as long as I live, Friendly said, panting as they struggled to catch their breath. Come on, Matt joked, also out of his breath on a scooter, not even on Halloween. Sure, Becca said, right after you. I think I'm good, Matt said, and everyone burst into relieved laughter. Did anyone think they'd been facing there was fears by force when they woke up today? Becca's eyes as they made their way way down the street toward their own neighborhood. Because I'm sure I didn't. Definitely not, Becky said. This whole day feels like some sort of dream. Nacho disappearing, going to the house to investigate all of it. A dream, Franklin scoffed. More like a nightmare. Becca smiled and took a deep breath of the fresh air, turning her face up to the late afternoon sun, basking in its warmth. We killed it today. Plain and simple. Seriously, everyone should be proud. We had a great leader, Matt says, swerving his scooter in a big half circles back and forth across the street. Well done, Captain Bex. Thank you, Becca said. I'm just so excited to see Angela's face when Maggie walks in with Elephant. Same, Maggie says, stroking the spot behind Nacho's chin as the snake nestled itself happily under the collar of his shirt. Our family would be complete once again. For the first time since summer, as the group approached the neighborhood, Becca remembered all of the flyers they posted for Elephant and Nacho. Before going to the house, everyone spread out to take down as many as they could, Matt getting the most with help from the scooter. And then he remarked as he'd never been so happy to have a flyer going out of business so quickly. After all the flyers had been collected and stuffed into her backpack, the group finally entered their own neighborhood. Becca felt like she was looking at it with new eyes. All the houses looked so nice and tidy and normal, no shadows crawling over the walls, no mysterious figures in the windows. Home sweet home, she yelled, raising her arms at the sides as to have a gentle atmosphere of the neighborhood. Next, the group cul-de-sac came into view, and everyone started walking a little faster at the promise of almost being home. First thing first, Becca said, leading them toward Mickey's house. Let's reunite Elephant with his owner. Matt left his scooter at the end of his own driveway before hustling over to join the others as they approached Maggie's front door. Out it though, Maggie bellowed after he stepped inside. We have something for you, little bro. What is it? A little voice called from the living room. I'm watching television. I'd mad you. I promise. We play video games this afternoon. There's somebody here who wants to see you, Matt answered, and they all made their way to the living room. Uh, Angela was laying on his belly on the carpet, his chin resting on his hands, pro- properly on his elbows. And when he looked over and saw that Maggie was holding an unfamiliar cage, he frowned. A new hamster? He said, sitting up. Maggie, I told you I don't want to replace Elephant. He was so special. Look closer, Alito, Maggie said. Does this time to look familiar, even though he's wearing a suit? The mention of the suit piqued Angel's curiosity. He wiggled his way up from the carpet and came over to the cage. He looked inside curiously. Elephant, he screamed, reaching in to grab the hamster and hold him close, kiss the top of his fuzzy little head, over and over. Oh, I miss you so much. Such a good boy you are. Where did you get this suit? You look like you're going to a movie premiere. That made Matt laugh, and the others too. Does this mean you beat the game master? And Angel asked and said, "Oh, the one who came an elephant in the first place?" "We sure did," because apparently we beat the game master went to his elephant back. Matt showed too. Mingy smiled at Angel, wrapped his around his brother's waist. "Thank you so much, Maggie," Angel said. "I know you always promise me that you'd find elephant again, but you did it. You actually did it." Then you squeezed the boy back. "Anything for my little brother," he said. "Does a piece of cake really?" "Yeah," said severely, "a piece of dirt cake." Frank Angel looked in confusion at the friends, and they all smiled. "What does it mean?" "Don't worry about it," Maggie said. "What do you say we go set up elephant new cage in your room? Maybe we can connect the new one with the old one, using one of the passage tunnel tubes to create a hamster mega mansion." "Yes," Angel cheered, holding elephant close to him again as he hurried upstairs. "Here is the best day ever. I forgot you missed out on video games, by the way." "Very glad to hear that," Maggie said with a grin, turning his friends before following Angel upstairs. "See you around, everyone. Thanks for all the help." "Of course," Becca said. "Bye, Maggie." Everyone gave their farewells and then gathered at the end of Maggie's driveway. After exchanging high fives, promised to meet up for a clubhouse meeting in the next few days. Kelly took off for her own house, excited to change out her filthy clothes. "I'm gonna have so much fun reviewing all this footage and editing it together," Langley said, looking down at the camera. He finally turned off after a long day. "I got so much stuff. And hey, I bet I'm the only one to film the inside of the unfamous Street house before this." "That's great," Matt said. "Your arm must be killing you after holding that camera up all day." "Meditation, my friend," Danny answered, flashing Matt and Vega a grin and peace sign as he walked away. "I do it for the art." Then it was just Becca and Matt left. "What a day, huh?" Becca said. They slowly made their way over to her house. "The longest," Matt said. "I just popped back into the clubhouse really quickly to get Ralphie before I head home." "I'll go with you," Becca said. "I need to cover the window ASAP. I haven't been able to stop thinking about how the Game Master has been watching us through that telescope. I just used some tacks to hang up a sheet or something." "Good idea," Matt agreed as they approached the jar. "Hey, maybe we should get a telescope for ourselves," the smile of the Game Master, Becca said. Becca laughed. "We could try, but something tells me that after that today, the Game Master is going to find a different hideout. Well, hopefully the Game Master won't need another hideout at all," Matt said, uneasy. "Hopefully the game is over for real this time. That will be so nice," Becca said, "although I should wish that whoever it was would just reveal themselves already. It's strange to imagine never finding out who did all of this to us. It really is." Just looking at the ladder leading up to the clubhouse made Matt's sore muscles hurt even more, but he needed to get Ralphie down from there. After finding a diagram in the Game Master notebook about Ralphie, Matt was eager to either rebought or replace the wireless transmitter. Hopefully, that doing so might help strain out the problems Ralphie had been facing. Matt started to climb the ladder. Becca right behind him. "I'm so happy the whole thing is over," he called down to her. as he just climbed into the treehouse. But before Mecca could reply, Matt noticed immediately that someone was very wrong in the clubhouse. No, he yelled as he realized Ralphie was missing. In place where the roller had been, there was a note. The Green GM signal visible across the room. What it? Becca called in panic, scrambling to climb the rest of the way into the room with Matt. He's gone, Matt managed. Becca looked at the GM's letter and froze in place. Matt could feel his heartbeat in his face as he dashed across the clubhouse to grab the note that had been left in Ralphie's place. Matt, the note read in bold letters, are you afraid of heights? About the authors. Oh, boys and girls. Matt and Rebecca Zalo, the stars of the Game Master Network, are one of the most popular YouTube teams in the world. Over a million subscribers, over 1 million views. The Game Master Network is one of the most watched channels on YouTube. To learn more, visit Matt and Rebecca on YouTube at the Game Master and Rebecca Zamo. Discover great authors, exclusive offers, and more at hc.com. Books by Matt and Rebecca Zamo, Game Master Summer School. Oh, goodbye. Next, we start a book that is called Game Master.